Michael Smykin. It's Who's Blind, See What You Don't See. Happy Soulful Sunday. And we had this like amazing breakthrough we want to get to. Michael is brilliant, straight up. He's my attorney, right? He runs the entire litigation department for the law firm. I wouldn't engage in anything in the world without him representing me. I think he is the best attorney in the world besides me. That's straight up how I feel. That's the God's honest truth. I say it all the time, right? He is a genius. He helped me co-create both top 100 national jury verdicts. He saved the cases multiple times in both situations. That's who Michael is, right? The challenge is, though, for sometimes we have like ego because we think we're smart, and therefore we think that if we're not creating breakthrough in a certain space, let's say accelerating and doubling, tripling, quadrupling, 10xing your business. Well, I'm smart. I know how to do that. All this other knowledge is nonsense, right? Michael, how would you share what you watched happen last night? We had Chris Crone over last night, absolute genius. Love Chris to no end. 330,000 YouTube followers, and that's like the 10th most significant thing he's done in his life. Absolutely incredible. His lovely wife, Callagy, right? What happened?
So we're sitting around and we're all talking, and as Sean and Chris are starting to develop this momentum in their conversation, I feel Sean and Chris, who I don't know that well, start to pull out the blocks in like their communication, and like they start to accelerate their conversations about marketing and ClickFunnels and how to like generate business and how to increase the size of your business. And it got to the point where I'm looking at my other partner, Tom, and I'm like, are you understanding what they're saying? Because I don't like, it's like a different language that they're speaking.
And by the way, we talked about this type of stuff all the time. Yeah. And he's feeling this way.
Yeah, so I'm starting to get blown away because Sean is like talking faster and Chris is starting to get it, and they're going back and forth, and it's just a different language. And I'm like, I feel so lost in the entire conversation. It's very rare that I sit inside of a room that I think that someone's 50% smarter than me, 70% smarter than me. It is nearly impossible. I don't recall sitting in a room where someone on a subject was exponentially smarter. And so I felt like this like little wizard who's like can make fireballs and this other kind of magic and stuff. And then you have like Chris and Sean who are like hands in the air, like whispering some like weird archaic language and like creating like a hurricane on top of them, like controlling the weather. And I'm like looking at Tom, I'm like, dude, are you getting this? Because I don't even know what the hell's happening here, and I didn't even say a word. I'm like, guys, I gotta get out of here, and I like left the room.
You must we were hot tub.
Yeah, I just like people can sometimes think you're stupid if you can't have nothing to add. It's better not to open your mouth and reveal that to them. And so I'm like, guys, I gotta go. We'll talk about this later. And I like left, but then I shared that later with them, and they had a good laugh at that.
Yeah. So this wasn't designed for video, right? Again, sweats, like whatever. We're gonna go out and ski in a few minutes, and I'm like, dude. Michael started saying this, exactly how he felt. He's like, I felt like a wizard, I could throw a fireball, and then like you guys are changing the weather, I'm like, what is happening, right? And I'm like, dude, that is an amazing way for people. This is not about me. It's not about Michael. It's about you. It's an amazing way to articulate who's blind, seeing what you don't see. Because so often our egos stand in the way. And I learned so much from Chris last night. I had so many epiphanies and breakthroughs, and I think he did too. And Michael did, and Tom did, and Tyler was here, and Tyler did, and like it was Joanne, Tom's amazing wife did, and Sam, who's here filming it, right? Like all this amazingness, and Tyler's girlfriend Shannon, like the learning, the exchange that was going on. But when it's egoless, if you're hearing this, going, okay, like so you're thinking, I don't really believe that. You're not getting it. Your ego's in the way. My ego is never in the way, ever. So I'm sitting with Chris, like, dude, you're better at that than me. You're so much better at that. Like, how did you learn to do that? Like, that's incredible. And by the way, I think I have a huge advantage in this space. It's like, yeah, it's amazing, right? And that's what learning's all about. That's what these videos are about. So I know this one's slightly longer. We said best 3 minutes online every day. Best 3 minutes. But Michael, thank you. It's a brilliant breakthrough. Like where are you, the wizard, right? The wizard that can maybe create a spark. And then where are you, the wizard that can control the weather? And then you need to find the wizards that can control the weather in the places you can't. That's what this is all about, and creating those breakthroughs. And last night, I thank Chris and I thank Callagy for being here, because I learned so much from them. It was amazing, and I think they learned so much from me.
Yep.
And we learned so much from each other. So thank you. Who's blind? It's an amazing day. We're going to hit the slopes, brother?
Yep.
All right.